And we're back. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Diaries of the Diesel. Thank you once again. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. And I just want to praise you for that. You know, I really do. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright. Let's rinse and dry our dishes. How y'all doing? Y'all doing alright? The storms keep on raging in my life, and sometimes it's hard to tell the night from day. Still the hope that lies within is reassured as I keep my eye upon the distant shore. I know you that He has prepared. But if the storm don't cease, and if the wind keep on blowing in my life, my soul has been anchored in the Lord. And I realize that sometimes in this life we're going to be told by the waves and the currents that seem to fit. But in the Word of God, I've got an anchor, and it keeps me steadfast and unmovable despite the tide. My mom wanted me to sing that at her funeral, but she's no longer in the faith, we should say. So I felt like I needed to sing that song. I just felt like I needed to get it out there. But I wasn't going to sing it on that occasion. I will pick an occasion. Yeah. But yeah, I was on Meet Me app again because I re-downloaded it. I went live there and started singing, so I decided to come over here and start recording. Nobody was in the Meet Me room anyway, except Sixto, a guy named Sixto. But I don't know him. Be randoms. I'm not a streamer. I just went live. I just do this. I'm not an entertainer either, but I'm just a man. You know, displaying my talents, displaying the things that I like, and hopefully I find like-minded people. That's my goal anyway. That is the goal. If you ever wondered what my goal was, you was confused, if you was lost, if you was just curious, that is the goal. We shall see. First day of February. Always heard the sirens. Already heard the sirens. I'm hungry. am hungry. After I do this, then I cook this fish. Adulting at its finest. We do this over and 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 over again. Times fucking infinity. And we wonder why people are not enjoying their time here. If you want to know, if you wanted to know, that's why I just figured you have to figure out how to enjoy the passage of time. You know, whatever that looks like to you, you have to enjoy the passage of time. No, it's easier. Well, I don't know if it's easier said than done. That's why I put out my poem about the dichotomy of man, because sometimes it's different. Between what fills your soul, what you actually desire, and what you want, because, you know, you're in a social construct, basically. Some people call it the matrix, or some people call it social construct, some people call it your community, some people call it programming, whatever the fuck you call it, doesn't matter. You want stuff for that reason, or do you want stuff because it truly excites you, or truly fulfills your soul? You know, are we doing it because of the Joneses, or are we doing it because it fills our soul? What are we doing here, you know? What are we doing here? The age-old question. What are we doing here? But, I don't know that answer. And I don't think anyone can answer that question for you, because we all have the same information. I think we need more information in order to answer that question. For more information, you need a different vantage point. And I think we all pretty much have the same vantage points. I don't think anybody has much more to say than what's already been said. People just say it a different way, but really, it's already been said. You know what I mean? What can I say that hadn't already been said? That's why, another reason why I don't speak that much. If you actually know me in real life, I don't speak that much. It's not because I'm incapable. It's not because I'm shy. It's because I have nothing to say. Nothing new to say, anyway. We're saying the same old things over and over again. So if you ask me a question, I'm not going to just stare at you. I can mute. I'm going to answer your question, right? But if you don't have a question, you didn't say nothing to me, then we have nothing to talk about. And you say, oh, you quiet. Nah, I'm not just quiet. You just didn't ask me anything. And I didn't have anything to contribute to the conversation that wasn't already there, you know? So. That's why I did that. Forgot why I had that point, but I think I need another vantage point because I don't care for this one. Well, I'm not saying I don't care for it. I'm just saying it's already been done. It's already been fucking done. It's okay. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's already been done. You know, it's not like, you know, season 4 of Bridgerton, you know. They changing the camera angles and the lighting and everything like that. They were making it, you know, a theatrical kind of piece. But season 4 is good so far. They have the first 4 episodes out. Yeah. So the first 4 episodes came out. The second 4 episodes are going to come out at the end of this month. It's a good series. I just hate that it's only 8 episodes per season. But you know, that's kind of the norm now for these things. You know, especially if it's an hour-long episode like these are. They usually give you 8. I see sometimes 16, but usually 24 if it's 30 minutes. But, you know, whatever, bro. You know, nickel and diamond. What else is fucking new? Hey, nickel and dime, motherfuckers. So take for example, like buying a computer. Now, the way I think is when you buy a computer, everything should be already on that computer that you need, right? At least the basics, right? But now you gotta pay for the virus software. You gotta even pay for Word. Like, I thought Word was on my computer when I bought it. Like, you know what I mean? Word was already on there, but after a certain period of time, they want you to buy it. They want you to subscribe to it. I'm like, what? So it's a computer that I fucking really can't use, like, other than, you know, for surfing the internet and streaming shows. But as the actual computer function, I can't use it. Yeah, what's going on with the scale, bro? Like, what's going on with the scale, dog? I don't know. I'm gonna have to give me another scale, because if I don't have faith in the scale no more. Yeah, what's the fuck going on here? I don't know anymore, but what was I talking about before I got distracted by the scale? And you can't tell me. You're not really here, so not in real time. You're here now at this time, but you're not here at the time of the recording. One of the people that I watch on YouTube call it the now moment. And I like that. I really like that, the now moment. Because it's a different moment. And what you're seeing a different moment than I see, you know? So it's all about perspectives. We just have different perspectives. I've seen it from this perspective, you've seen it from that perspective. It's like the people with the 6 in front of them. One guy standing on the end, this end, with the 6, and the other person standing on the end with the 9. You know, they're both right. You know, based on their points of views. Right? They're both right based on their points of views. But they're never going to agree because they always look at it from a different point of view. And no one's giving them the third point of view. Say, hey, you know what I mean? Just step back and go around and you can see everything, you know? Let's take a different vantage point. But, you know, such is life, right? You can't... Such is life. You never know whether to step in or not step in. I think they call it a canon event or a tower moment now. I think that's what they're calling it out there. Either way, it's just something that you need to go through to learn the lesson, basically. So I got that going, got that, got the meat, got this going, this one, okay. Gonna go in here. First we gotta take this off. Now you can come with me. Check our blood pressure. Oh, check our blood pressure. Take that speaker off too. Before I forget. Leave here. I was talking to myself. Oh, because I noticed there's a speaker over there that I need to take off charge because it's finished charging. And I didn't want to forget. So I talked out loud. (138/82). 138/82. It's in the yellow. Should I take my pill or not? Because this says 135/85. It says slightly, but I don't know. I took it off. I did take the speaker off. Now the bread I think is burning. Uh-oh. Alright. Put you down here. Yep. Try to save it. Put a little cinnamon sugar on it. Just try to save it. I ain't gonna lie, just trying to save it. Alright, we're gonna put the meat in. This is I don't even know anymore, bro. Like, that don't seem like, I don't know if that's 6 ounces or not. I honestly don't know anymore. I actually can't tell you. But sometimes it does look like 6 ounces, sometimes it don't like 6 ounces. Like, I don't even know. Honestly, dog. Honestly, dog. Oh no. I don't know if I like these eggs. Yeah, they're a bit more. The shell is harder than the white one. Woo. Can't really see it, but there's smoke in the mix. that go. Let that go. Alright. So now we're gonna add our cheese. Before that, we gotta measure out how much. So 28 grams is the serving size, which we do here. Ooh, that's good. grams. 28 grams serving size of serving cheese. There's also 45 calories worth, 9 grams of protein. So, I say a value. On this by recomposition journey that I am on, and this back. This is the life. A day in the life. Salt, pepper, onion powder. Put a little onion powder in there. And my secret thing is, if I put onion powder, I put basil. I think onion powder and basil go together. Can't read that anywhere. I had salsa from yesterday. So I had Mexican for dinner. So I have some salsa. I'm gonna put some salsa in it too. Just to add a little something. Add a little wonder. Because if you're not new here, I eat the same thing over and over again. For the most part. So I have to find different ways to just add a little something to it. So this cheese, I found this cheese. It's valuable because it's fat-free cheese. But it adds a little something to the meal. Because I was eating 8 ounces of ground turkey to get my protein goals, but I realized I can cut back on the ground turkey with adding cheese. So your food doesn't have to be, bland is not the right word. Well, it's not the word that I want. The word that I want is boring. It doesn't have to be every day, Every day doesn't have to be the exact same. I learned that you can flow within the structure. So that's what I'm doing. I'm flowing within the structure. Most people are going to ask me how I did it at the end. And that's another reason why I'm recording these videos, so I can remember how I did it. So people ask you at the end, and then you can't remember exactly what you did, because what you do becomes a part of you. It just becomes a part of who you are, so you don't even think about it as a separate event anymore. It's just who you are. So I wanted to document it. So I'm using these as kind of as a vlog of what I thought, what I saw, what I was like then. Because eventually, just like everything else, you change, times change, everything changes. So you want to keep a record of, where you were when. And that's what it is. It's a vlog. It's a vlog for me. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you do. But, it's really for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I want to take you along for the ride. Alright. So I got Southwest. add a little salsa, you call it a Southwest dish. Southwest turkey and egg combo. My Southwest turkey and egg combo. Thank you for joining me.